Welcome friends to Monster Train. It's time to get into some more melting remnant action. I'm going to use random for the next clan. You might notice that our win streak is 0. I was hoping that it wouldn't count. I had a friend around and I was like, hey, you know, you might like this game, so play it on Hellhorned Awoken and no Covenant, and it shouldn't impact my win streak. But it unfortunately did, so our win streak has reset, which is a little bit unfortunate. We also ended up unlocking the 10th card for Awoken, but that's okay. Let's jump into some melting remnant-y action and see how we go. Cool, we didn't end up with Awoken as our second clan. It looks like we ended up with Umbra, so this will be pretty interesting. We get 2 descents, which isn't bad. I mean, I don't like the cost, but that's alright. Like, Awoken has a descender unit that also provides a heal, which is also 2, so, yeah. I do like this one. It's pretty cool. And, damage shield, sure. I didn't see that Seraph, sorry. Okay, so the sapping one, that's fine. Let's have a look at artifacts first. We're kind of playing Umbra, so... Oh no, Umbra is the allied clan. Okay, interesting. Oh, well, done. Okay, that was easy. I feel like this is what we use, like, all the time, and we should probably consider something different. But it's just so good. Look, let's play a tanky dude. Let's see how we go. I just don't think it's as good. I think that maybe that champion needs to be nerfed just a little bit. I haven't played enough Melting Remnant to really have an opinion, but just at a base set, that's how it feels. Alright, yep, sure, sounds good. Now, we're going to have difficulty getting through all that armor and stuff, but we got tons of pyre, and a unit draft early on is really beneficial, so... so harvest is when a unit dies. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we can play you, and we can also play... If we play you to the front, you die straight away, but we don't have a way of getting you back yet. So even though we're enhancing the units when they die, we don't have a way of getting them back. And obviously we'd like to do damage here, but... Alright, let's do this. Let's do this, and we'll apply some damage shield to our front unit. This feels a little louder than normal, so just give me one moment. Huh, right. Does that impact your end? No, okay, cool. Alrighty. Turns out my volume was higher than normal, so that makes sense. Remove all buff and debuffs. Yeah, they don't really have buffs. We don't really have a way of dealing with you, unfortunately. It's just gonna have to do. And we don't have much in the way of things here either. We can keep putting units in the way, but I think it's better to maybe put them on that floor. We also forgot about the whole morsel capability, so we've filled the capacity on this floor, which is very silly of us. But that's okay. We can stick these on the top floor and hope that it all goes well. I do love the noises that those morsels make. I also love that the morsels will get enhanced, but, you know. Like, yeah, look at them, 12-1 morsels, yeah, that's pretty glorious. Alright, there's no way we can do 31 damage, it's just not possible. But if we can get them below 20, that's kind of ideal. Yeah, that would exactly work, so that would get them at 20, so they're only going to do 1 attack to the pyre. And I kind of like that. Okay. That's really going to matter, but we'll take it. Our speed is down. I was like, this feels a little wrong. You know, when I was letting my friend play, I was like, hey, you know, you probably don't want to play on me. maximum speed for your first time, so let's give you the ability to deal with that. I think we can. I think we can descend you. Yeah. We'll throw a drag out. Probably in front, actually, even though you'll die instantly. Just trying to think what makes the most sense. I think we end up doing more total damage if it's behind. Yeah, because it'll get its 2 attacks. So it'll be an additional 18 damage. Versus putting it up here, it'll only be an additional 10 damage. It'll be an additional 15 damage if I put it up the front. Oh no, it'll be more. Okay, that'll actually do more. Oh no, it won't. Never mind. Okay, I know how math works. I forgot that both of these attacks wouldn't go through. It'd just be the first one and then the second. So, not my smartest decision, but this is a game about not making smart decisions. So, yeah, might as well just sort of keep on trying to make that front guy really powerful. It's not going to work, but that's alright. Cool. We're just trying to minimize the amount of damage that our pyre takes, so that's okay. Yeah, don't really have an option here. I don't think this will work. Yep, I didn't think it would, but... really? Okay, at least we can put you there and take, like, some damage, I guess. It's not a bad one. Don't mind that as a morsel. Yeah, I definitely played this poorly. I forgot that we would have morsels, and that sort of caused us the biggest problem. No, I'm pretty sure it's just that. Hang on, how come damage shield 3? Oh, right, because, yeah, because of the way that 2 attacks. That's alright. Look, it's a lot of damage to our pyre for the first run. Not going, but it's almost like we made a vital tactical error. That's okay, these things happen. I love me some drafts, so it's going to be something that we jump on there. And we've played, interestingly, with Ember Drain in the past. My draft's only a 1 cost. I mean, do we really want to go down like a 0 cost kind of situation here? No, I think we wanna just keep providing morsels, because if we provide morsels, then the harvest will trigger as well. So I do like the Mind Collapse as a spell, but yeah, let's just do some morsels. Wait, permanently? Permanently? Permanently. But, like, you would have to eat a ton of morsels to get to, like, 20... permanently. 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 Okay, alright. Getting that in our first combat is a good thing. The only way that would have been better is if we got it as a choice. Okay. Permanently. The only downside is, like, we want to feed the Rectiflicker so that way it gets... well, we don't want to feed it necessarily, but we want it to get stronger. But we also want to gorge on this, and we only have 5 capacity on floors, so can't actually do that easily. I think we're grabbing units here. Like, unless I want to make it fall cheaper. Yeah, I don't see any of my spells outside of, like, maybe unconsuming Prismal Dust. You know, unconsuming and holdovering this or something, which we definitely do not have the money for. So, I think we'll just go down units and see what we pull off. I do love Lady of the Reformed. I think it's a fantastic unit. I feel like this should be a common, and this should be an uncommon, because this just doesn't feel anywhere near as good as this. Like, sure, it does 10 damage versus 25 damage, but this makes the rest of my revenge units and this unit themselves last longer. So, yeah, we'll grab it. Okay, we have Quick. I do love Quick, especially on a draft. Trying to make some long-term plans for the Overgorger here. So what do we have available? I think what we do is we quick the Overgorger with the hope of eventually multi-striking the Overgorger. Seems like a like we really want to go down this Overgorger path. It seems like a good idea. The other alternative, and I think this is what we're going to end up doing, excuse me, is making this quick 10 more damage. So it's just doing 40 quick damage early on. I think this will help us in the early game really overcome some battles. It only lasts for a single turn though, so it's kind of like a 40 damage spell that we've spent a lot of money on. Oh, we also don't have enough money to do that. We'd need 5 more. So all we can do is either quick or 10 damage and 25 health. Like, adding the 25 health to you would be nice too, but... Alright, I think we just play a little bit slow. I think we're going to be fine in the second battle, honestly. I know we made some mistakes in that first one, but now that I have come to grips with how we're going to be playing, it should be okay. I don't think I can deal with those clergymen. Yeah, I really can't, so we're not going to be taking that. Yeah, okay. So we don't really have like a huge damager right now, but that's okay. We can do something like this. For the front floor, we can do that, and that, and that. Now part of the reason why we're going to do it this way is this will keep this alive, basically. So I don't really care about you. You can stay in the deck and fill it up later on. Pity we can't deal with you. Let's put you there for now. Nice. Alright. Is there a way we can deal with both? Probably. I really want to kill you though. I'm just sort of working this out capacity-wise. 1, 2, yeah, okay, so we can't... Well, it's okay, this doesn't need to be on that floor, so that's okay. Sure. Permanently. As long as I remind myself that it's permanent, we should be fine. Beautiful. So we got a brief respite, so let's drop you down. Yep. And let's get rid of you. Nice. Okay, cool. We killed the boss. Question is, do we want to kill the boss? I'm gonna do something really stupid here. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Alright. Well, that works. Like, the only reason I was hesitant about that is being able to provide a bunch of extra damage. Making our Gorger even stronger. I mean, this is fantastic. But timing this to also get this at the same time as we get another X spell is pretty rough. But we are going to go through a lot of deaths because we're also... these count as deaths. So... we're consuming a lot, so we should probably look at... getting Herzl's Horde. Right now we don't have anything that we would massively hellvent. So Gorger. Okay, so yeah, 6 damage already. Okay, we're getting there. I think we need to keep looking at Merchant of Steel with the hope that we grab a multi-strike for the Overgorger, because that's really going to be what makes it really powerful. And my goal here is to just make it more powerful than... make it more powerful than... oh yeah, no, that's really gonna work. Holy Hannah. Okay. Damage Shield 2 is nice, but... this is nicer. Because this should still trigger. Yeah, that's gonna be really good. Really good. I'm sure I was saying something, I just don't remember what it was. So I love this ability. It's, hey look, a hell vent, but we can go crazy. I don't think there's anything that I particularly would like to go crazy with other than this draft. And honestly, adding 5 copies of this draft to my deck is pretty good. Like, it's seriously pretty good. It's going to make the deck really heavy to begin with, but we'll just work on removing like the train stewards and stuff. And the dregs, basically. Trying to get them out of the deck as much as we can. But the Burnout 1, along with the Harvest here, means that this will die. It'll go back on top of the deck. It'll go back on top of the deck with 10 more damage. It'll have also harvested this. This combination is going to be fantastic. So, we're going to do this. Alright. It also means that we can avoid hell vents in future areas. So we can get Herzl's Horde and not feel like we've missed out by not duplicating something. So, yeah, I really like it. I think that's going to work well for us. Damage Shield is a little frustrating. It's hard enough for us to deal with back enemies currently anyway. It also means that we're probably not going to actually use Lady of the Reformed, which is a little frustrating, but that's okay. Trying to think if it's worth still dropping her down. No. We actually want our units to die and then recast them, so that's okay. So we'll keep it in the deck, and then, yeah, because getting 3 of those behind you will, yes, use our Ember every turn, but it'll sort of work out just fine. So what we'll do is, you only explode once. So we're going to put you on that floor. Actually, I'm going to put you at the front here, for now. You'll die on the next round anyway, so it's just protecting my Rectiflicker until I can get everything working. Might as well, I guess. Oh, Morsel Miner is fantastic, and unfortunately, we don't have a good situation there. We're going to put the Gorger on the top. We don't care about feeding the Gorger good cards at this point, so... And this Gains is not enchanting, so I think... I haven't tested this, of course, but I think that when the unit dies, these buffs go away. So we have to be cautious. about where we use that. So we'll wait until this dies and we'll add it to the rectiflicker. So depending on what we draw and stuff like that. Okay, hopefully you don't have a slay. Excellent, you have an incant. Really? We have 6 bloody drafts. And in my first 2 hands I don't get any of them. Alright. Sure, that's how I was expecting this was going to go. I guess we put a drag out here. Strange that this doesn't say plus 10. Right, because that's going to blow up, you're going to kill that. You are going to attack this, you're going to kill this. So this should be getting plus 10, at least. And I also wonder if maybe despawning isn't dying. No point in setting a morsel to our hand, so we'll apply damage shield. We'll actually apply it to you, just in case. Oh, okay, right. I forgot the order, you know, it starts from left to right, dummy. Good work. Alright, we have our first draft, really. Come on game. My gosh, is my pie gonna take a beating? Well, we'll start with that. Okay. We'll descend you, we play you. Alright, we're starting to kill units now, which is good. Like, yeah, the pie is going to take a bit of damage, but that's okay. It's temporary. I guess we could also put you out. We have to recognize that we're buffing the Gorger over time, and we're just going to make it stronger and stronger and stronger between battles. Well, I mean, that's not exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, see? This works. Beautiful. So 30 times 2 instead of 20. And in fact... no, because we don't care if it dies. So, I mean, it dying just means we bring it out on the bottom floor. So... let's just think for a second. 60 damage. So you're taking 20 damage, so then you've only got 20 health left. So we could just do one of these, and it'll kill this and this. You'll still get to the top floor, but that's kind of okay. Yep. Can't really deal with you, but that's alright. We'll deal with you next turn. Just trying to think of the order that's best. So 10 off of that makes you a total of 20. So we actually want you next. And then, oh, okay, it really doesn't matter. And we put you after it. Okay. Yeah, I like this. This is going to work pretty well. Yeah, look, we lose a little bit of pie health, but we're still just making this deck work. And we had a really unlucky run with when we finally got our drafts, so we definitely won't have that normally. So, putting 3 drafts out might seem ideal, but we want to keep powering this up. So, I'm going to put a single draft up top because we want to get rid of you. And I think we'll put a single draft down here. Yep. Single draft up there, and one of these. Nice. Okay, final wave. Alright, And this should probably kill you, actually, but we'll see. Oh, no, it won't, because you're only burnout 1. So our goal is to get, we're basically waiting to get... Hang on, where did she go? We didn't play her, I swear. Okay, we haven't rotated through our deck because we keep putting these on top, so with endless, so that's okay. We'll see how it goes. It's alright, some damage, we're getting there. We can put you there. I'll follow up with that. You know what, yeah, let's just keep doing it because we're clearly going to kill him if we do that, so... Oh, I mean, we could kill him this round, but... Yeah, look at that, it's going to give us 19. Yeah, no, because those two are going to go on the top, so that means these three are the next three cards we get. None of them provide us with things for him to gorge on, so we might as well just finish you off. Nice. See, it works. It's not fantastic yet, but it works. Alright, we have to consider a couple of interesting things. So, furnace tapping. Normally, this is frustrating. And I don't think I'm going to do this. I definitely think we're going to do this. In fact, I think that's going to be amazing because they're also going to be strong units because of this. I like this too, but the drafts never make it to... Yeah, probably shouldn't say defeated unit, right? Because technically once these are dead, they're defeated as well. So these should be amongst that random pool, but I know that they won't be. So, what I was saying with Furnace Tap. So yes, it applies Ember Drain 4, but if we pop that on a draft, the Ember Drain won't trigger because the unit will be dead. So it will provide a temporary additional multi-strike. But that's actually not useful because it's taking up an entire card, which could just be another draft. So I'm going to grab Wretch. And we're not taking any of those. We're kind of done for units right now. We're fine with capacity-ish. We're fine for Ember, so I think it's card draw. It's either card draw or capacity at this stage. I think we're going to take the capacity because we don't have the ability to put the Gorger out and 3 Morsels. So, how's our Gorger looking, by the way? Should be about 16 now, I'm hoping? Oh, 18. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, why are you over there? I really want some artifacts, but... Okay, let's have a look at this next area. I really want you to have multi-strike, but I think I also want to make these cheaper. No, I need to delete units. I really do. It's really frustrating. I don't think I want to duplicate anything. If I'm going to, it's probably going to be something like Wretch. In fact, it'll definitely be Wretch. But we also have to be careful about not overdoing it on Morsels. But I guess if we're getting rid of Shade Splitters as well, eventually, then that'll be fine. Yeah, okay. Frustrating. Really wanted an artifact. Really, really wanted an artifact. Dregs are more useful than Train Stewards, so we'll get rid of the Train Stewards. And if we're going to duplicate something, it's going to be Dredge. I feel like Memories of the Melted was a mistake for us, but we didn't know what direction the deck was going at that point in time, so... Oh, right. Reforming a random unit is interesting. It's almost... The burnout isn't a problem, and the buff isn't a problem. It's almost always going to be a morsel. I think we just stick with this, so that way we keep turning it into an awesome tank. And the damage increase is nice too. I wonder what happens when this levels up. Do we get more units? Well, eventually we'll get Dark Calling as a first choice, and we'll take it then. Okay, Spell Shield 2, not a problem at all. We don't use offensive spells, so... yeah, whatever. Might put our Gorger on the middle floor. Speaking of, I think we're going to have a run where the Gorger doesn't come out until the end. I just get that kind of a feeling. Middle floor. Well, I guess it's top floor now. Good work, Bane. I think we're just going to put you out so that way we've got dual tank here. That'll let us get 2 drafts behind. But the drafts won't die. It's okay. This will die. Might as well. Oh yeah, you're going to get stronger the further you get up. Yeah, by the time you're up here, you're doing 5, 6, 7, 8 damage each. It's kind of okay because we kill them? Alright. You just do it. Next time we'll have a draft to put up top, worst case. So... might as well do this... No. We don't spend this because we don't want to get the morsels individually, we want to get them as a pack. So... and we don't have any consumed morsel units currently, so... I guess we could put a morsel out here. Oh no... Yeah, this was such a mistake. Why did I play you? I don't think it's going to end this run or anything. It's just, yeah, annoying because that's just going to stay there pretty much forever. Alright, so we've got some drafts now. Obviously we want to start with this because we want to make you stronger, so let's think about that first. Currently you're only taking 8 damage. Because you're quick. Dropping you down a floor sounds like a good idea, but it also makes you stronger. I think we just play this, making sure that we kill that. And as annoying as this is, I think we just play you and we just make the most out of it. The idea is, once you're strong enough, as long as only a single unit is coming up every turn, you're going to be able to easily deal with it, so... I'm glad this isn't like a major boss floor. We definitely made a tactical error. Yep, cool, we kill both. Alright, and at this stage you're able of killing every one of these extra ones that's coming up. Which means I don't think we're really going to worry about the drafts too much. One. Do we care about cycling our deck? It's a bit interesting. I'm just trying to get these out of my deck, basically, so... Alright. Yeah, look at these. They're 13 ones. It's hilarious. Might as well just keep buffing your... actually, that might be useful, so... We'll throw that down. And sure, let's make the train steward a little stronger, because we can. We don't want to add that onto the deck. We really need multi-strike on that Gorging. Maybe we just need health on that Gorging actually, but let's just not think about that for a second. Okay. We have this combination finally, which is kind of nice. So I guess we just do that. Yeah? Yeah. And just put you out the front. Okay, we almost kill you. What do I care more about? I don't actually care about score right now, so since we almost kill you, I'm just going to focus on getting as many morsels as I can. As many morsels as I can on you. Yep. So let's just get these out of the deck. Because we can. We can never get the drafts out of the deck, which it's interesting, but it's fine. So eventually what will happen is, I think we're just going to focus on capacity. There we go. I think we're just going to focus on capacity, and eventually what will happen is we'll be able to put our Gorging on the main floor, potentially. I don't know. I have mixed thoughts about it. We're not going to recycle the deck at this stage, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. Yeah, hopefully we get packed morsels on the next turn. We'll see. Either way, you're dead. We didn't get packed morsels, but that's okay. Actually, I don't think you'll even eat it. So even if we had gotten packed morsels, it would have been pointless. So, yeah. It's alright. We need that card that, like, force feeds them. We could also maybe get, like, a spell to do some... probably this, actually. This effectively turns into a bring 2 morsels back into my hand. So it's another morsel card, effectively. It's a pain in the bum if we get it early, but... I just don't think we're ever going to slay enough with it to make it worth it. Not at this stage. Oh yeah, we have the way to descend units, don't we? We haven't really been using it, but we can also use that on our Gorging when we're getting full. Or we don't even need to use it on our Gorging. We can, if we can make this cheaper and hold over. I don't know. It's a bit rough. I'd rather actually just make this cheap. I wanted this though, so let's just grab that since we literally spoke about getting that card. Okay, we want to delete cards. We don't have a delete option. Magic would be nice, but artifacts would also be nice. We can also get a delete option out of the event. And Merchant of Steel could get us the multi-strike that we so desperately crave. Okay, we didn't get that. We can endless something. I don't really think we're going to endless anything. You know, I could endless the Overgorger, but it's not what we're going to do. It's definitely not what we're about. Trying to think. You know, like, I know that I say that we're not going to really use her. We are going to potentially use her. We just need to time it right. Which we're not currently capable of doing. Let's reroll. Another quick. That's a little frustrating. Damage shield too. I think I just noticed that revenge doesn't trigger when damage shields are there because it's not actually damaging the unit. So, could make it stronger. You know, for 20 coins. Yeah, for 20 coins, why not? We're also purge a card. Might as well keep this going. What do we have artifact-wise? Okay, Unstable Vortex, Merchant of Steel. That's Sword, Merchant of Magic. Okay, so we're probably going to take this route here. Because we don't really care about duplicating anything. So we'll get a Merchant of Magic. But we'll only get one. So that might be useless. It would allow us to put like 2 -2 costs and a holdover, which would be pretty cool. But if we had holdover, we'd probably just hold over a wretch. We barely get buff effects, and we have a way of removing enemy buff effects anyway. So we'll take that. I was contemplating taking the 25 coins, but... Okay. Alright. Okay, so these things. These things are interesting. You get 3 of whichever you pick, but then you get an artifact that does things for blight cards. So we already have a blight card in our deck because we have a deadweight in our deck. So Penitent Remains effectively does... every unit that I summon will get +4. But that's not really useful for us. In some decks that's amazing, but in ours that doesn't really help hugely. This says, when I play my first blight card each turn, restore 5 power health. So it's about getting those broken shards and then using them to restore health. And this says, playing a blight card deals 100 damage to the front enemy unit. But honestly, I don't think we're going to take any of them. This is useful in some decks as well, but I think that our deck is pretty good. And that's as close as the game gets to a negative event, basically. Just going to take another look at this and make any decisions that I might want. I'm trying to think if I want an additional purge. We're not Merchant of Trinketing until the very end, so... And we're not really going to spend much more on this Merchant of Steel, so... I think another purge is good. Might as well just get rid of that last train steward while we're here. Every card we remove from the deck makes it a stronger deck. Okay, you're a little annoying. In fact, you're a lot annoying. But I think we'll be able to make it work. What I'd really like, I know that we're not the right combination for it, but I'd like to be able to provide permafrost or something, or frozen. Like if we get the icicle, oh no, I don't think we can get the icicle, but permafrosting that, the lady card that we keep playing in the wrong place. We can easily out DPS you, but I think it's a problem because sycophants, there tends to be like 3 of them, and if there's 3 of them with armor 15 as well, I think that's just going to make it a little too crazy. So we're going to avoid the trial this time around. Yeah, this who we keep drawing every bloody start hand. Like I wish we'd draw a draft, but we just don't for some reason. I really would like to know how the game decides. Like, are we getting her because it's an uncommon card? Is that what's happening? Because the game's like, hey, we'll give you like the highest, maybe the rarest monster that you have or something like that? I don't know. It's tough and I just don't understand it. But that's okay. I don't have to understand it. I said we'd put you in the middle, and we might do that this time. So we know not to put you out because that was a problem last time. It's going to make you stronger. I think you're going to get all the way up too, unfortunately. Which is a little bit frustrating. Look, we'll see what happens. Okay, I mean, we can get you to do 38 damage, but that's definitely not going to be enough to get through that. Yeah, you're going to take a lot off of our pyre. That's really frustrating. Like, really frustrating. And, like, I could do 9 damage to you. Oh, and you burn out too, so that's okay. You don't burn out straight away. Yeah, any damage that we do, like, when we do 9 damage, then it provides the next one armor 10. It's a little frustrating, but that's okay. Oh, now we don't have what I wanted to do. Okay. Well, it wasn't going to work anyway. We'll just do this, and it's really frustrating that both our wretches have come out so early. Once again, we don't have the drafts. Like, we have 6 in our deck, and we only have 30 cards, so not getting a draft in the first 2 hands is just like, what even? And we only get 1 now. Like, it's very frustrating. I don't have a way of dealing with you. And you're gonna die, unless I do something about that. Normally I'd like to draft down there, but I really would like to try and deal with you. I think 40 additional damage. Yeah, you're at minus 22 because of this. And because of this dying, you're getting an additional armor. So how do we pull this off? I think we do this. Okay, so right now this dies, but so does this, which is a problem. We're only capable of doing 82 damage, which would actually be correct. So if we put a Dreg in front... No, oh wait, you have damage shield 1. Yeah, if we put a Dreg in front, you'll take the 6 damage, which will kill the Dreg, which will give it 10 armor, which will make its total health 82, but we're doing 82, so that's okay. I'd like to kill you as well, but... don't think we can... Oh, maybe we can. Nice, we totally can. We put you there. Alright. So that works. We know that we're getting that up either way. It's just the way that this is going to work. We can put you down, and we can also put you out, and put you out. And you might think that we'd like want to damage shield you, but we're actually going to try and keep our Gorger alive for as long as possible. We really need multi-strike on it. Like, I don't regret our choice to put click on it, but that's okay. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Alright, hey look, we've got drafts. Woo. Okay. Yeah, I was really hoping we'd get through you, but we didn't. You going to the top floor doesn't bother us any. I don't think we can possibly kill you. I guess if we piled all 3 drafts onto this floor, it would. But then we'd constantly be in deficit. We'd have to do that every turn. Or maybe not. Hang on. So you're killing that, so the drafts will get through to this. So when you die, you're going to get 10 more armor, which brings you to 40, 125. That's 60, 60, 40. Yeah, so we'd have to play all 3 drafts just to kill you. And if we didn't play all 3 drafts and we just like use them to do damage, it's going to provide additional armor as well, which is going to be a problem when you get to the pyre. But then we still run in deficit. We'd have to do that again next turn. Ah, okay. But we wouldn't have to do it as badly next time. Alright. Alright, alright. We're gonna do this. Nice. It's gonna suck about that, but it's alright. These things happen. Okay. So we shouldn't have to play as many drafts to the middle floor. Although we kind of do, because we're gonna kill that one as well. It's just frustrating. Okay, but we're also on respite. Yeah, we haven't even cycled through our deck once, so you know, good luck getting this. This feels problematic. Okay. How much damage are we capable of putting out? 40, 80. What I'm contemplating doing is I'm contemplating playing all these to the bottom floor. Ignoring this. So that way we hopefully kill the boss. Oh no, because these burn out in one turn. So these are single use without Lady of the Reformed. Look, I think we just close our eyes and pretend like we kill everything, which we do. Alright. Look, it's definitely not the greatest. Oh, well, we could potentially reform some dregs here as well, which might help. It's the 8 stealth. It's like, what's the point of even putting these out here? Then I guess it'll give you more health. Okay, cool. Like, you're gonna get all of a single attack out, but that's okay. Sure. Alright, so we're gonna play these because when they burn out, they're going to provide you with additional health, so hopefully you'll start weathering the stealth. We need to get that stealth all the way down. Did that actually provide extra health? I don't know. Stealth 1. Yeah, cool. Stealth 1. Ugh. Alright, hang on. Well, let's do that anyway. Alright. I think we win. Just. We just win. But it's okay. Alright. And for funsies, let's stick one of those out front. Yeah, let's stick all of them out front. Yeah, Morsels, you can be part of this. Alright, so that was rough. It's telling me that we're definitely not there yet. Stealth is pointless. This is... I'm sure I'll play a run eventually where I'll be like, yes, this is an amazing card, but right now it's just like, you play a card to get that card back on top of the deck, and then when it dies, you draw a card, but that's like a net negative, like, just, yeah, anyway. Deal damage to the enemy units equal to 3 times the number of friendly unit deaths this battle. To enemy units, plural. Stealth 2 to friendly units, no big deal. It's 2 rounds that the boss can't actually attack us, but we want the boss to attack us if we've got the right combination out. So, alright, let's do that. I've got to stop putting cards in my deck. I have to stop putting cards in my deck. I need my deck to be smaller so that way we can actually get through it. Hilariously, I feel like we've got too many drafts, but... Alright, come on, multi-strike. We still have one more chance for multi-strike, but we got it now, so that's good. That's good. I think we're done, right? Yeah. I don't care about these, I want to delete them, so... we're going to leave for now. Alright, Shade Splitters. We're happy with Shade Splitter for now. I'm trying to figure out if, like, if Dreg or Shade Splitter is technically worse right now. Like, yes, Shade Splitter is, like, allowing the gorging to occur, but... Dregs are free. Like, when we get them, we can just play them, which is fine. And we've been able to play these to the bottom floor to boost our champion. So I think it might be time to get rid of some Shade Splitters. We're going to get rid of one of each, I think. Yeah. Let me just look what's happening. We're doing an attack. We're going to get 150, I think, from Fel. And then we're going to go House's Horde, Merchant of Magic, Forgotten Boons. So that's going to work for us pretty well. And then money. But hopefully we can get whatever the thing is there. So yeah, I'm happy to remove another card. Have we almost... We've only ever used this once. Yeah, we really picked too many cards. Which is... If anything is going to be the death of us, it's... not having enough cards. Yeah. Hey, look, we have money, but no, we're not. We're not doing anything. Okay, that's good. Let's jump into Fel and hope we can beat Fel. Really depends on what... Okay, it's Scourge. Scourge is a little frustrating. Actually, Scourge is a lot frustrating. I don't mind that she adds stuff to my hand. Okay. Well, once again, like, we've got this one, but we don't have... Yeah, if we could get a hand where we get a draft on the first round, that'd be really, really nice. 5 damage. We have to do it. We don't rotate for our deck much. Although I'm just glad that we didn't get what's-her-face, to be honest. So that's kind of okay. Stick you up front so you die, stick you behind so you do more damage. More damage at this stage. Nice. Yeah, I know that this guy's going to now add a card as well, but it adds it to the deck. Why? And no drafts again. Come on, deck. Like, 6 of these bloody things. They just do not want to come out at the early stage. Alright, we're killing that one, which is nice. We're not going to be able to kill these ones, but that's okay. We haven't consumed any units for Wretch to be useful. There's no point in us dropping anything down. Even the boss. Dropping the boss down isn't useful because we're only damaging those two. So nothing here except for Primal Dust is useful. Alright, let's just do that then, I guess. Leaving these alive is really problematic. Okay, we have our first draft. And we can reform a Dreg, which I'm not interested in doing. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. Sort of. purge these. Oh, this is rough. I don't think we're going to even get through our deck once, which means we're not going to get the card that we need to really make our deck work by the time the boss comes along. Especially if we keep putting drafts on top. But the only way I can deal with these back units is to put drafts on top. Alright, we need to kill you, so we'll put you there. That going up higher is going to be frustrating as well, but we just need to keep on top of what's going on down here. We can't keep taking pyre damage. I think we have to play the second draft, even though it means we're going to start going through our deck slower. It's so painful. $48 times 2. Yeah, but we'll have a draft to play to the top floor to kill that one, I guess. Yeah, we need to kill this. If we don't kill that, then when it gets to this floor, it's going to be problematic. So yeah. Oh, look. Okay, look, at least we can finally feed you, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna put that there. And this there, and this there, yep. Because this floor is now dealt with. We're letting you up top, but that's what happens. Okay, drafts. 40 times 2 is 80, which should be enough to kill you, right? Okay. That's all we really care about, right? Is killing that front unit. So we don't need to play both these drafts. So we can get rid of this. Oh, we're taking so much fire damage. I also don't know how many turns we are away from final phase, but I'm hoping a couple. Okay, hang on. I have to be careful. Like, playing this other draft, like, sounds like a good idea, but I also have to get through 1,300 points of damage. We're definitely doing that, right? And then these two will definitely die on the next floor. If I played that, they would die on this floor. Alright. Wait, what? I needed to play you behind that one. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, we have 3 morsels in there, so we retch first, right? Oh yeah, they do a lot of damage. So we can do this again. That kills you. Cool. And then we do this, and then this, sure. And then we might as well just trigger the evening. Doesn't really matter, but, you know, it helps. Okay. Alright, okay, we're finally on top of everything, but yeah. I know that means that this goes, but it gets us through the deck, so that happens. Everything else is good outside of you, but we can't deal with you, so that's okay. Alright, I think final phase is next phase? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we didn't even make it through the deck. And so even with this, we're only going to do like 140 extra damage. Which is really bad. Yeah, I think this might be the end of this run. We just made a lot of mistakes in cards that we added to the deck. I'm not going to say that we made a mistake getting this card. We definitely didn't. We just needed a way to get it more consistently. And I think maybe the mistake was like making 6 drafts. Maybe we should have just made an extra draft and just worked with 2, which would have meant 4 less cards in the deck, right? Would have meant that we don't get the drafts as regularly as we do, but I think it would have worked out better for us in the long run. And I think we maybe went a little too hardcore on the Gorge. I think once we had this, I think the problem was that we were working on 2 different strategies at once. So we really needed to either do this, okay, or do the other strategy. And I think what we should have done was like recognize that we had these drafts and just being like, you know what, let's just focus on the drafts. And yeah, because we added these Wretch cards, we added this Feast card, we added this Sacred Wicks card, like we added a bunch of additional cards to the deck, so it's our own fault, but that's okay. That's okay. Lifesteal will keep you alive for a little bit longer. Technically Lifesteal will keep you alive for longer still though, so... we'll consume you so that way you're not in the deck. We'll put you up front. $69 damage. Nice. Hilariously, I may end up playing that up there. Okay, but you have... Yeah, so 272 because you've got Lifesteal. We didn't get... Basically, out of the 3 cards that... 3 cards that we drew, things that could have helped us here would have been even a single Shade Splitter. Wretch would have helped. Lady of the Reformed, obviously. But that's okay. Once again, I think we're just playing a single draft here. And we're doing that. Alright. This might work. Okay, it does. Well, we got lucky at the end there. Fire is taking a little bit of damage. I totally thought this would be the end, but we managed the combo. Okay, do not add anything to our deck unless we really need it. You know what I'm thinking though, right? We have a hybrid deck, so we have to think hybridly. If we had Trample on the Gorger... Oh, it adds an extra card to the deck. Yeah. I know I'm stupid, but we're getting a draw. Yep. So... maybe this will work. Maybe. We're still going to delete more cards too. Yeah, we're doing this route here. So let's go money first. Let's have a look at our Merchant of Magic just briefly. Double stack doesn't really work for us. I mean, that is kind of useless as well. What are we wanting to do here exactly? I know we wanted to come here for a reason, but now I'm just having difficulty figuring out what the reason was. Something to do with Dripfall, probably? Like, if we got Dripfall as a holdover, then that'd be nice. Like, we could easily make that work in our favor pretty significantly. But once again, slows the rotation through the deck. Okay, I have a thought. Yeah, double stack, we're not double stacking, that's fine. And no, okay. I mean, consuming that though means it doesn't cycle back in the deck. I'm just thinking of money. Money. We'll have plenty of money in that if we can deal with the plus 400 there. Let me leave this briefly and have a look at our artifact choices. You play a spell. Spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for the turn. Okay, I mean, it's nice. And it makes Shade Splitters kind of nice on turns where we also get a 2 cost, but really it's... I mean, well, we're obviously not picking this. Are we skipping for 25 coins? We'll take it, I guess. Let's have a look at our champion. I know we're going back to the thing. More health. Resolve, reform, more health. Let's just go down that path. I'm not happy. If you can't tell by the sound of my voice, I am just not happy, Jan. So 50, let's say 95, I think is the most that I've seen there. Yeah, so we'll do this. Permafrost. Permafrost could also work. Permafrost, ooh, this is rough, actually. So, if we permafrost Memories of the Melted, then we make sure that on the turns where we get our Prismal Dust, that we can do that and then that, which allows us to apply a ludicrous amount of damage shield. Which is kind of additional security for when our, you know, boss sort of stuff fails, because we won't put it on, what we've sort of been doing is putting it on our tank, but instead we would, you know, be trying to aim for getting both of these cards to put it onto my Gorging instead, so maybe, let's think. Let's have a look at the rest of this. Okay, we have 85, 95, 105. Yeah, okay, so we have enough for all of this. It's either this or this. So I have two thoughts, two tactical thoughts. I think this strategically makes sense. Tactically, I think if we can hold on to this, then what we can do is we can actually play Lady of the Reformed to the middle layer rather than the bottom. Okay? We try to make sure that an enemy unit keeps getting to the middle layer so that way she can take damage. Yes, it means we put less morsels on the Overgorger, but the Gorger is gorged. Okay? Doesn't need to be more gorged right now. This means that as she's taking damage, she's keeping the burnout going, and then we keep the Dripfall in our hand, so that way, when it comes time, we can just drop her to the bottom. No, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Damn it. It doesn't work because when we drop her down a level, she will go to the back of the row, not the front. Alright. Okay, that doesn't work, so we do this instead. We add Consume to this because we just want to get it out of the deck once we've used it once. It's useful in the first run through of the deck, it's not useful in the second. And then I think we just make Dripfall free, so that way when we do get it, if we do need to play a bunch of other stuff, we have this as a free cost, to just make sure that we can pull it off. The other alternative is making that cheaper. No. I like it-ish. I don't dislike it. I think we're in for a rough haul, but if we can make it work, we can make it work. Spikes kind of bothers us, right? It means that we only get a single attack off? Yeah, Spike's 5, because the health is 5. It means we can't take this. Oh, it's so rough. Alright, let's not take the trial and see how we go. Alright. So we do this. And then we put a draft out. So we're gonna try. Oh wait, we don't. You know what, how about we just focus on having this bottom level with the shitty drafts? Like, do we really think we're capable of getting through our deck by the boss? You know, maybe we are. We have an additional draw now, so let's just not. Even though we're going to be doing this. But this draft will be getting more and more powerful every round, so happy with that. Yeah, more damage on the bottom. And you don't have any slay stuff, right? Yeah, you don't. Cool. Alright. I think we need you. We have our Gorger. But then our Gorger's going to take 20 damage. Okay, hang on. Let's kind of math this out, because we only have 3 Ember to play with. I'm this close to putting the Gorger on the bottom floor. It only is 120 something damage, right? So we actually have to put it behind this, so that way it survives. 100 and... yeah, so we need to also do some damage to you, but we can put this draft down there. $30, $60. Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to kill you. And it also lets 100 coins get away. No, it doesn't. It doesn't let 100 coins get away. Okay, we can fix the 100 coins issue, so let's just do that first. Wretch is useless. Second draft, also useless. I think we're putting the Overgorger behind this morsel. So the Overgorger will take 11 damage. And then we're putting the draft behind that. So that way it mostly kills this. So that way it doesn't do too much damage to the pyre. Yeah, look, I mean, I don't like it, but it is what it is. Yeah, that Harvest 20 is really nice. Okay, so we are capable of doing 128 to it now. 20, 30, 32... yeah, that would work. But then leave us with only one ember, which should just basically keep being this draft. I think that'll work, right? Yeah, okay. It also makes it so it's only doing a single attack. Ah, but it's not doing any attacks because it's dying. Do we put the draft there and stop our ember from taking any damage? No, because then we have all this to deal with on the next floor, which is definitely not going to work for us because this. Alright, so we just have to let these go to the top floor. It's not great, but this run has been rough. Oh, right. Split anvil. Okay. Does change a couple of things. We don't really have any buffs to remove or any debuffs to get rid of because the game doesn't see burnout as a debuff. So, I mean, like, we can play it, but yeah, it does nothing. Okay, so we have a morsel. That is 40, which means you're definitely dying to you next round. So that's nice. Can't do anything about this. Yeah, so the morsel goes behind. Not that it matters. And we're good. 21 damage dealt to the thing is problematic. Okay. Alright, we have this now, so that's nice. That'll sit in the background and be useful. We're killing not everything. So it's 1 more damage to the pyre if we leave that. Though we could put a drag there, but I'd rather put a drag here and keep this thing going. Ah, but when we trample, if we put trample on you, then that'll work, right? Yeah, that'll definitely work. Okay, so we'll probably think about doing that. Draft is going here. It's enough to do 130 now. Yeah, I don't think we're playing our second draft. Yeah, I think the mistake was making 6 drafts, but we'll ignore that for now. Yes, because we're trampling you, yes? Yes. Okay. We're putting you out here, because we might as well. Yep. And so then this will get hit once, and then this will get hit a second time. Oh, and trample. Trample will do everything I need to. Which was the entire point in putting trample on. Now you might be like, oh, why didn't we put trample on this draft? Apply is not the same as enchant. So apply only will last as long as the unit lives. So, yeah. Okay, we have a conundrum. Okay, let's start with you. Alright. No lifesteal, unfortunately. Okay, let's think. Gorge only works when... Yep. Playing you down there, that's fine. Which heals you, which is good. Are we going to try this? Yeah, I think we're going to try this without Lady of the Reformed. So, in order to do that, we play a second draft, which is 4 units. So we have to be careful about our unit total here. Yeah, so second draft, which is 4 units. Just to get some additional health in this front. I think we've easily got this, so we'll let all these survive. They're going to go to this floor, but then the boss is going to be out. And we just hope that we can deal with the boss on the first floor, which I think we will be able to do. Just in case we need it, we'll play here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we might as well... Well, we can't play both. Yep. Then we consume Permafrost for 11. Which lets us apply damage shield... Which lets us apply damage shield 12 to this. It's 6.5 dozen though, isn't it? If we apply it to this, as long as this is on the same floor, then that's fine. I kind of have already forgotten if the boss has sweep or something. There is a boss that does have sweep. I don't know if this is the boss that does have sweep. I hope it doesn't, because then that makes these useless. Just in case it is the boss that does have sweep, we should probably put it on you. And we drop you down. Okay. Yeah, no. We played the second draft mostly for... Yeah, cool. It wasn't the one with sweep. But we played the second draft just to provide more health to the Rectiflicker. And we got you... Ye of Little Faith, the deck says. That's okay, these things happen. Either way, we've got this done. Let's stick you out for additional damage, because that's kind of funny. Hilariously, we could possibly do something fun up here as well, so let me just do that for a second, because it's fun. Yeah, so all that's dead as well, so that's kind of fun. And we'll just add some damage shield to the front there. Nice. Morsels getting some kills is always pretty good. Alright, I'm feeling a little more confident. I definitely think we couldn't have done this if we had the spikes, so... yeah, cool. I'm fairly certain we're skipping both of these, but just having a look. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we don't have enough money. Alright. So we're stealing. Although, for no real purpose. But even if we were magicking it, it'd be for no real purpose, right? Yeah. So it would only be for Hellvent purposes, and what would we Hellvent? Nothing. The only thing I could think of Hellventing would be this. I guess I could Hellvent another Lady of the Reformed, but... I think we take this path, yep, because we tighten up our deck, which is good. I think we... No, we get rid of Shade Splitters. Yeah, the drafts are easy to deal with, so... Now, unless these are super useful, we don't... I mean, that's a constant supply of morsels. But then the morsels end up in the deck. We've played this game. I guess not, because we have that top floor that we pretty much, like, leave alone. So any excess morsels can just go up there. The more morsels that we play, the more deaths occur. The stronger Fatal Melting and Memories of the Melted become. Basically, my decision is either purging a card, one single card, so it would just be this last Shade Splitter, or getting the Shade Lamp. Remember, we want our units to die for the purposes of making them stronger, so... Sure. Yeah, I guess we can look at this. I mean, I guess we've got the money. So, like, why not? Yeah, okay, let's strangely make you stronger because of the health. Whatever. Who knows, that might become important. Let's see how we go. Alright, friendly units into a SAP 3, not a problem. P.S. It's a problem. Okay. Fortunately, Lady of the Reformed. Alright, this is kind of a good thing. There's a chance that we're not going to end up with the Ember Drain version, which is nice. The Ember Drain version would really hurt us. Okay. Contemplating playing the draft up here, but we can't afford to. My gosh, you're going to take a lot of damage. I can't play a second draft this early. I could for a single turn, but it's just, it's not enough damage. I mean, Morsel Miner is Morsel Miner. It is good. Yeah, okay, let's play all these to here. Which massively improves both of you. Oh no. Bane, no. Did you seriously just screw this battle up in the first... Oh. Undo. Control Z. Okay, alright, how do we deal with you? I think if we had the Gorger, I think we can still maybe deal with you. But then you're gonna be... Oh, you're not gonna be any stronger, I don't think. Yeah, you don't slay anything, so you don't get any stronger. Let's put you out. I know that that sounds silly, but we're just gonna have to go with that. I'm shaking my head so hard right now. Okay, did we get our Gorger? We did. Okay, our Gorger saves us here, I think. Alright. Thankfully. So much damage! 70! Mostly because we have no way of dealing with these middle folks. Okay, Morsel Miner there. Doesn't matter because you die before that goes off. These don't have anything funky, so we can play you there. Well, what? How much damage do I need to apply? Well, who knows, because you might go to this floor and do some shenanigans, so... we could actually use one of these now. No, draft. Okay, 76. Yeah, I think that means that, I mean, as long as you don't get sapped again, you should get to these, which means that the trample will kick in. We don't have trample yet. what trample, babe? We're out of capacity, so we can't play the dreg to that floor. So we play the dreg to this floor instead. And... okay, cool. You didn't sap the middle floor, which is good. Okay. Do we have the consume trample? We don't. We do have the lifesteal though, so that's useful. You're going to die unless I do something about it. Alright, let's think about this. God, it's just so much damage. It's just so much damage. Alright. Okay. We have this. So we could clear one of these floors of the cheap units. Did you spawn one of these? No, we just didn't kill that one. Okay. Look, it's gonna get through, that's fine. It's not fine. None of this is fine. But that's okay. Well, we have our big dreg. A big dreg could actually deal with you, so let's think about that for a second. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Our big dreg can deal with you. Wait, what? Oh, Slay. Oh my gosh, Bane. Okay, our big dreg can deal with you. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We still haven't spent any Ember. We know what we're doing. We're playing the draft and we're playing this. It's a matter of figuring out what we're doing. And then we play the draft to the bottom floor. And we do the damage across on this floor. I think that makes the most amount of sense. So, yeah, we do that. Okay. So you're gonna die, everything lives. That's fantastic. We play a draft down here. I'd love to give you lifesteal. See, we don't want to run into this situation again where we're like, oh yeah, let's just keep putting stuff down here and then like making this bloody thing really big. Okay, it's 68 now. It'll be nice when we get our thing that removes debuffs as well, actually. Do we... oh, we can't play our second draft. Okay. We don't care if these die because they've got burnouts. They're going to die either way. So let's put... oh, this is gonna... oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool. That'll help keep her alive. But we're actually not gorging on him, which is a bit silly. Okay, 50% chance, less than 50% chance of getting the card we want. Basically, we need this. We really, really, really desperately need that. Otherwise, this entire floor possibly dies next turn. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, we play these to the top floor so that way they don't stick in the deck, basically. We keep you so that way we hopefully get you at an opportune time in the future. Yeah, look, it's painful, but... okay, cool. Sapping the top floor doesn't bother me. Excellent. Everything's going to die there. That's happy. We did not get the card I wanted. But it looks like we're going to be fine-ish. I might put a couple of units... oh, well, I can only put one unit out here. Interesting. Wretch becomes slightly problematic now. You're gonna die. That's a problem as well. Oh, we're gonna have to Wretch. This is not gonna be pleasant. Do we care about you dying? The fact that you don't get hurt means that... How does this work? Like, why are you not getting hurt? Because you're killing both of these, so we're only left with those. So 12... Okay. So if we absorb even a single attack, you'll survive. We have plenty of Ember this round, so let's do this. And put you up front. Okay. Now that you survive, that dies, so we've only got to deal with a 12-3, which we will be able to deal with, hilariously, most likely with Morsels. It's fine. I'm hoping that this burns out before the feasting happens, like before the, yeah, before stuff happens. Okay, we're putting you... How do we do this? Okay, we put you down here. Okay, then we Wretch. Okay. This is the one we care about the most. As in, we want it to survive. So we put that to the back. The rest of this we put to the front, and it doesn't matter which ones we put to the front, right? I hope we have enough here. Okay, we do. We do. We do. Excellent. Do we put a second one to the front? I'm trying to figure out what makes more sense here. So you're going to take 10 damage, you're going to take 10 damage. And then you're going to take 24 damage. So you would take 10 less damage if we had a unit at the front. But then you wouldn't get an extra 5 damage. And 5 health. Yeah, so we put it, you put you at the front again. Okay. Yeah, cool. That works. I'm an idiot. I forgot about Feast. I did forget about Feast. Okay. Hey, look, Feast. Yay. I had forgotten about that. Good work. So we do this again. Put you at the front. Put you at the front. And I guess put you at the front. Yeah. And we'll keep a Morsel Miner. Look, I guess we play him and we just see what happens. As for this, we got a pretty good chance of getting another giraffe. Oh wow, okay, so when our hand gets full, they actually go into our draw pile. Okay, good to know, I guess. Alright, well that was a round. Each of these turns is just taking forever. Okay, we have Trample. Yeah, which we might as well spend. So, we now have Trample. Okay, that's still not enough to do everything we need. And I don't think defending you is going to help either. Hilariously, you're going to... I don't really care how you die, so there we go. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. Okay. This is really rough. We need to do something about this. Trying to think of debuffs to remove and who we remove them from. Oh, I forgot about sap. Sap was the problem there. Okay, cool. We have the ability to descend a unit, so we could descend our Gorger, but then all this would definitely make it to the pyre, and that would be a problem. So we lose out on the descent strategy, but it's okay, because as long as we can keep you alive, then yeah, some things might occur. Eater gains damage shield. You know, that sounds great, but we don't have a way of actually doing it, so... well, we know that we're doing this, right? That's what we always do. Okay, that's good. That kills that front one. So these two should die next turn, if we can... I was like, we'll descend you, but then if we descend you, then you die instead. We could descend an enemy. Okay, hang on, this changes things. We're going to remove the buffs here, I think. Sorry, I'm just working out some math. If we do 40 damage, so 80. Okay, so we already do enough to kill you in 2 hits. I think we descend you. You do a lot of damage. Yeah, but we have the health to handle that, so we drop you. Okay, now you survive. We remove the debuffs here, which allows us to do a little bit more damage, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. Alright. Wretches. Hilarious. Okay, so I thought we would have enough damage, but it's almost like I don't know how to math. Yeah, these two are dying. There's no way we can stop these from getting to the thing, but they're not going to be able to kill it. So I think we end up putting a draft on this floor, but one draft is not enough. Trying to think if I can do anything about this. And the answer is pretty much no. I think the only thing that would happen is if we magically reformed this specific dreg because of its HP. We need to make sure you live. I think I might have dropped the wrong unit down. Maybe I should have dropped the light wings that was on that floor rather than what I ended up dropping. Is this the end for us? Feels kind of the end for us. We still have another damage shield. Okay. Wait, we can... I don't know what the correct path here is. So, okay. Here's the problem, right? When we retch, we get all of these units back. Okay, which we obviously don't have room for in our hand. Apparently that means they go into our draw pile. Then going into our draw pile means that we can't get our Prismal Dusts very easily. But if we retch, then what we're left with are 3 dregs. Which means when we reform, it's a 1 in 3 chance we get this dreg. Alright, let's start. Ideally, I'd like you to have lifesteal. Ideally, I'd like you to have lifesteal. Or you. Or what, something. But it doesn't seem to matter what I want here, so... once again, we don't care about putting them in the back. You're going to have so much health by the end of this. This draft is definitely going on the bottom floor, like it always does. Okay, that at least kills the first one. We want to get as many cards out of our hand as we can, so we'll play them to there. I don't really want to play this second draft. Yeah, I really don't want to play that second draft, because then it's endless and goes on top of our deck again. I'm just trying to think if 40 extra damage is worth it, though. If we do 40 damage to you, then when these go up to the floor, they should all die, right? Because then you're on 120. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have to play the second draft as well. Then we retch. Okay, handful, they go into our draw pile. But there's not a whole heap of them, so that's kind of okay. Whereas these are going to the discard, so that's alright. We retch again. Not that we need to, right? No, actually, we don't need to, so we'll just play it because we can. Okay, we need to get one of these out of our hand, so that way... Oh, no, we need to get both of them out of our hand. Oh, we do have room. Okay. Phew. 22 additional damage and lifesteal, I think, is going to be better. So we'll actually play this to the rear. Because providing that with lifesteal will provide it with an additional 42 healing next turn. Oh, damage. Okay, if we leave that, it gets back into the deck, which might help us, potentially. What we should have done. You know what we should have done? We should have played, like, one of those guys up here. We might still be able to actually make this work. Hang on. Maybe. 20. Cool. And you, I guess. Not enough to kill you, but enough to make it so that way we don't have to do 2 attacks to kill them all. Alright. There are 3 units in here. We want this unit. We get 2 attempts. We're hoping it's not both of these dregs. I'm closing my eyes, praying. Did we get it? Game. Why? Why? Ah, that's all I needed. That's it. I just needed that one unit. Just this one. It would have had 23 health, which would have been enough to tackle. That's all I needed. God, game. Well, now we lose, right? Okay, I have to think about where I'm positioning. Oh, I feel sick. Where I'm positioning one of these dregs, so just give me a sec. So you take 10 damage, and then you take 12 damage, and then you die, which leaves 3 attacks left, and would need to absorb 2 attacks, which we can't do. Yeah. Yeah. No matter what I do here, we lose. So then our only hope is the Rectiflicker. Ah, we're gonna lose this. Yes, I could like Alt F4 or whatever and restart this run and get a different outcome, but, you know, not make that early mistake. But Where's the fun in that? Yeah, fun. So it doesn't matter what we play, and it doesn't matter where we play it. Is that correct? So if I play it there, then that takes 10, and then that takes the 2 12s, but then that's leaving the 2 14s. Yep, doesn't matter where we play it. We're done. None of them are quick, none of them matter. I mean, I might as well not have played them, but that's okay. Well, it's been a fun run. We simply do not have the capacity to deal with this. And the only way that we would have had the capacity is if this wasn't consumable, pretty much. Yeah, 2300 damage. Yeah, good luck. I mean, hang on. 36. 36. 39 damage shield. 39 times 50, let's say. It's 50... It's 2000 damage. Okay, hang on. We might be okay. We might be okay. But we have to be able to deal with this somehow. And right now we definitely can't. But we might be able to fix that potentially. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. No, there's no way. That's so gross. We're going to lose here too. I was like, cool, we've actually got enough damage to deal with this, but we don't have enough to deal with this. If we had been able to draw Dripfall, or either of the Prism of Dust, like, we had 3 cards, so we even got unlucky on the card draw. 1, 2, 3, look, 4 cards, I'll even say. If we had have gotten any of these 4 cards, we would have been fine. So, in this hand, but we didn't. So, I think the reason we didn't is because when our hand was full, these extra cards went on top of the deck. So we actually knew that we would only get these next. So we kind of caused our own demise there by trying what we tried. But there was a good chance that it would have worked. So, well, this has been a very frustrating, but also mildly hilarious run. Yeah, I'm going to say mildly hilarious. I think mildly, it makes the most sense. With these at the rear, not that it matters, because, yep, all of the attacks get all the way through, and then our poor Pyre takes the last bit of beating. But, you know, like, let's play these here and try and kill as many as we can, because that's kind of fun. Yeah, let's pretend like we get some more lifesteal, because that could be good too. Let me put you up front so that we take some damage. We'll throw these last ones out, and then we'll laughingly get 37. My brain had just figured out that as long as that we actually would have been able to kill Seraph. But it doesn't matter. All we needed was just yeah. I think the biggest problem that we made that ended up problematic for us was the lowering of this unit. Whilst it wouldn't have mattered, we would have still lost that middle row. I think we could have brought this back if we had just lowered a Light Wings instead. There would have been 1 less attack here, which means that whatever we put at the back would have survived. And what we would have put at the back, of course, would have been our 80 times 2, which would have killed this and this. So we would have only taken 20-something damage on the Pyre, and that would have been fine. We still would have had to deal with this, but I would have hoped that the next turn would have been the last turn, and hopefully we would have been fine. Well, it's been a run. It's been a long run too. This deck was really complex. We made quite a few errors, but errors are good. They're learning experiences, so I'm pretty happy with them. We did what we could, and whilst it did mean that we inevitably failed at the very end, I'm happy with what we managed to accomplish. And hey, we got a Remnant level up. So, Legion of Wax. Extinguish. Summon 2 Twin of Wax. Enhance them all. Enhance them with all enhancement and card upgrades on this unit. What? That's amazing. It's additionally amazing because the Twin of Wax, when they die, also... Holy Hannah, that's incredible. I mean, I know it's for capacity, but I don't care. Alright, I'm down with that. Oh, I'm super down with that. Yeah, that's fantastic as well. Sure. Okay, Ember spent on an X cost. Personal best 14. We could have made an even better best, but we didn't manage. Yeah, this was the run that I was saying that my friend played. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. This was a crushing defeat. It probably took far too long. Probably an hour and a half, but that's okay, friends. We'll beat it next time, hopefully. Hopefully. Bye for now.